Hello from Corporate Compensation Plans. We're here to help you sell $1 million of annual disability insurance premiums to your clients and prospects without talking about disability insurance. We know it can be done because our company has sold millions of dollars of disability insurance premiums to many of the largest employers and law firms in the country. We're going to show you how to approach your prospects and to ask you to sell them disability insurance by using our new LTD Loss Meter report. First, you must never say the word disability unless you absolutely have to. It's meaningless to most people. Instead, say career-ending accident or illness. It is absolutely essential to quantify the loss in dollars and cents that a career-ending accident or illness will cost your prospects. If you don't take this step, they will not be able to identify with a financial consequence. The financial effect of a career-ending accident or illness on your prospect's family is the same as death. A drastic reduction in income which will cause wrenching changes in their lifestyles. Now let's assume we've obtained enough information for a client, John Wilson, to run the consequences of a career-ending injury or illness report. You would say, John, in the next 9 minutes we will review the consequences of a career-ending injury or illness to you and your family based on the data you gave me, and I promise I won't mention the word insurance but once. When we're finished, you can tell me if you want to talk about the subject further at a future date. There are 4 bad things that can happen to people to permanently end their careers. 1. An illness like cancer or MS. 2. A serious stroke. For example, Brenda Barnes, the CEO of Sara Lee, had a career-ending stroke just a few years ago at age 56. 3. A severe injury. And 4. A serious mental problem like early-onset Alzheimer's. All these career-ending events have the same result. Salary is terminated. Bonuses stop. Retirement plan contributions stop. Stock awards such as options and restricted stock units stop. And significant health care costs can be incurred if the injury or illness creates the need for extended health care. Most of us think of a career-ending injury or illness in terms of financial loss, but there are emotional consequences as well. People who can't work frequently become depressed and lonely. The loss of income often requires a downsizing in the family's lifestyle with resulting feelings of shame and guilt. Severe health problems affect the lives of all members of the family. Now, let's review the data that you gave me for this report. You are currently age 50 and expect to retire at age 65. Your salary is $400,000 a year. Bonuses have been averaging $1.1 million. Your monthly disability insurance benefit is $40,000. Your company is contributing $4,000 to your 401k plan. You had $600,000 of restricted stock unit awards at a 0 grant cost. You expect your cash compensation to grow at 2% a year to keep pace with inflation. You expect your investments to grow at an average of 5% a year. Your marginal state and federal tax bracket is 40%. Let's see what will happen if you get unlucky and suffer a career-ending injury or illness. Your current cash compensation is $1.5 million. You're not deferring any compensation, so your tax at 40% is on $1.5 million and is equal to about $600,000, which will leave you with some $900,000 to spend and invest. Your cash compensation will stop and be replaced with $40,000 a month of disability insurance, or $480,000 a year, which means you will take a 47% pay cut of $420,000. What you need to think about is if a pay cut of that size would cause any wrenching changes in your and your family's lifestyle and standard of living. Now let's see the picture at age 65. If your after-tax income increases at 2%, you can expect to earn over $15.8 million over the next 15 years. Instead, you will be paid $7.2 million in disability benefits, which means you will lose about $8 million in cash income. Your company is contributing $4,000 to your 401k plan, which, of course, will stop when you have to stop working. At age 65, after tax, you will lose about $54,000. Now, your last year's stock award was $600,000. Assuming it will continue at that rate, that you have to pay a current tax on it, and that the remainder can be invested at 5%, your stock awards will be worth about $8 million at age 65. Of course, when you stop working, stock awards stop, so you would lose the $8 million. If you continue to work to age 65 under the assumptions we used, you could expect to earn a total of more than $24 million in cash, deferred compensation, and stock. However, if you suffer a career-ending injury or illness, it would be replaced with $7.2 million of disability insurance. As you can see, you could lose a substantial amount of money if you have an involuntary change of health. There are only two strategies to insure against a career-ending disability. 1. Transfer the risk to an insurance company. Or 2. Continue to self-insure it. Now, John, after reviewing the LTD Loss Meter report, if you're not entirely comfortable with self-insurance, would you like us to explore some insurance company risk transfer options? At this point, you and your prospects can explore insurance solutions which will protect them from the consequences of a career-ending injury or illness. For more information on the LTD Loss Meter or any of our products, services, or literature, log on to our website at www.corpcompinc.com or call us at 203-792-7300.